Ever wish that you had an AI assistant that could review your LinkedIn profile and give you tailored career advices? Well, I built one, and in this video, I'll show you how I built it using Langflow and Lovable step by step. So, let's get started.
Let me quickly show you a demo of LinkedIn Pulse Check so it helps you boost your authority, reach, and relevance in less than 30 seconds. In other words, what you do is, put your LinkedIn profile, enter your career goals, and then hit analyze my profile, and that's it. Within seconds, it analyzes your profile. So I'm not going to do much talking. I'll just quickly go and grab my LinkedIn profile. Let's put it here. And let's put a goal. So for this demonstration, so let's say build a personal brand as an AI strategist. And now I'm just gonna hit analyze my profile. Now let's wait few seconds for the magic to happen. So now as you see, the AI analyzed my entire profile and it gave me my authority, reach, and relevance. So let's go one by one. The first one is authority. So in other words, it tells me that how well my profile signals my expertise in my domain. The next one is reach. In other words, how easily my profile can be discovered by others. And the last one is relevance. That is how closely my profile aligns with my career goals. Underneath the scorecard, there is an AI summary. So let's quickly read through. So it says Mahuya's LinkedIn profile presents a strong foundation for building an AI strategist brand. Her expertise in AI related role is clearly articulated and her skill section is well defined, and so on. Let's now look at the top recommendations. So the first one says strengthen headline. Update the headline to explicitly highlight AI strategy expertise. Example, use something like AI strategy consultant. Now let's quickly head over to my LinkedIn profile and let me quickly show you how it's currently. So now it says product management leader, AI strategist, patent holder, and innovation evangelist, speaker, and coach. And this is my entire LinkedIn profile. This is how it is currently. Now let's go back to our app and let's read through rest of the recommendation. The second one says enhance bio. It says expand on the bio to showcase specific AI projects, achievements, and expertise. Quantify accomplishments whenever possible. It also give an example. The third one says highlight relevant skills. Emphasize AI specific skills like natural language processing, machine learning, AI strategy, and so on. The next one says showcase AI projects. Add a section or bullet points to the experience section detailing AI projects and their outcome. And lastly, it tells me that I have to network strategically, connect with AI professionals and thought leaders in your target industry to expand your network and visibility. So as you see, all of these recommendations are highly personalized and very much specific to my profile. And there is also this additional feature. If I want, I can download all of it. Let me just quickly again show you how the PDF looks. At the top I have the profile goal and the LinkedIn fit score, everything that we just saw, along with recommendation and the summary. So this is a quick demo of LinkedIn Pulse Check. Let's now hop over to the playground and let me show you what's happening in the background. So in the background, the workflow, AI workflow received this input, which had my LinkedIn URL and the goal that I had entered. Then the AI workflow ran. And for this specific use case, I have used Gemini 1.5 Flash 8B latest because of its high context window. And after executing, the AI agent produced this JSON output. This is being received by the front end to display the results. In other words, the moment from the front end I have clicked on analyze my profile, the Lovable interface collected the two input, the URL and the goal. It sent it to the AI workflow. It received it as an input. The AI did all the magic, which we'll talk about in a bit, and produced this JSON output, which is received by the Langflow to render everything on the user interface. Now let's talk about the AI workflow step by step. So this is our AI workflow. This is the main agent that has the input, output, and the MCP fetch tool. So now just a quick recap of what this MCP fetch tool does. Let's go back to the front end. So this is the LinkedIn pulse check. From the front end, the URL and the goal is being sent, right? So the MCP fetch, what it does in real time, it analyzes the public content from the LinkedIn profile link. It reads the person's headline, bio, experience, basically the visible profile data, and feeds that into the agent. As you see at the top, I have converted that into a tool. Now let's focus on this AI agent. This is the brain of this workflow. At the top, we have model provider, followed by the model, then the API key, and next is the instruction. Now let's take a closer look at the agent instruction. So it reads as, you are a professional LinkedIn profile coach. The user will provide a LinkedIn profile URL and a goal. Example, I want to attract inbound job offers. Your task is to analyze the profile by parsing its public content and generate a performance breakdown across the following dimensions. Number 1, authority. Does this person appear credible and experienced in their field? Number 2, reach. Is this profile optimized to attract views and connections? Number 3, relevance. Does this profile align with the user's stated goal? So by that, what I mean is, let's actually go back to the front end. So you see all those three metrics, authority, reach, and relevance, that part is getting computed here. Next is the output format. So as part of the output format, I have specified that the format to be JSON. So when it comes to designing applications, you always want the front end and back end to communicate in a reliable structured format, and JSON is one of such reliable format. So within the output format, the parameters that we want this AI agent or this AI model to pass to the front end are authority score, reach score, relevance, summary, recommendation. Essentially everything that you see here. Now let's again go back. At the bottom, I have also kept few important notes. For example, fetch only publicly available information from LinkedIn profile, that is headline, bio, experience, skills. Use clear and professional language. Tailor your suggestion to the user stated goal. Avoid flops. Keep it concise and practical, and up to 3 to 5 key points. So this is how the brain of this AI workflow works end to end. In this part of the video, I'll show you how you integrate Langflow with Lovable. For ease of understanding, I have put the Lovable prompt in a Word document so that I can explain step by step. So we start off with the method. In this case, it is HTTP post. So you know what? Let's go back to Langflow. So click on the API access, and from here, you see 3 tabs, Python, JavaScript, and so on. So you can go to any of those tabs. I'll just click on this, and at the top you see the request type as post. So that's what you saw in the Word document. The HTTP connection is post. Next is the endpoint URL. So that's the next line. So we are just going to copy that and put it in our prompt document. And lastly, you would have to get the authentication bearer code. To do that, just click on generate token, and this is your authentication bearer code. Just copy that and go back to the prompt document and paste it for now. In terms of API details, these are the key information. Method, in this case it is HTTP post followed by endpoint URL, which we just grabbed. And in the header section, we have the content type. In our case, it is JSON. And the last one is authentication bearer code, which is generated using generate token from the Langflow interface. In the next part of the Lovable prompt, we have to specify the payload format. In our case, we have 4 values. Input value, which is a long string. The format looks something like this: URL, LinkedIn URL, followed by hyphen, followed by user goal. And the next two are output type and input type. For both, I have used chat so that it's easy to process natural language. And the last one on the list is session ID, which is in the form of user ID, basically users_1. It's just a sample. So now let me again go back to the playground so that I can actually, show you what I mean by all of this so that you can connect the dots easily. So at the top, you see the input value. As you see, it's a long string separated by hyphen. And below that, we have the output that is also in the form of chat. And both input and output both are in the form of chat so that it allows for natural language processing. And on the left, there are so many user sessions. We are able to see in this fashion because of the fact that in the Lovable prompt, I have specified session ID as a separate parameter. Okay, so this is how the Lovable prompt for the payload is. In the next part of the Lovable prompt, we are going to give Lovable an example of the payload format so that it understands exactly how it is expecting the values. This part is not mandatory, but I always do it to ensure it doesn't hallucinate or it doesn't give any inaccurate values. So quickly, we have the input value, URL hyphen goal. That's a sample value. For both output type and input type, chat, session ID, a sample value would be something like users_1. So this is how you specify an example. Now we have come to the last part of the Lovable prompt, that is the output format. So in the output format, we specify the authority score, read score, relevance score, summary, and recommendation. So essentially, I am referring to the final JSON that Langflow API is going to send to Lovable. Essentially, this final output. So this is essentially how you go about and create the Lovable dev prompt so that it successfully sends the final output and Lovable can render it on the user interface. Alright, let's quickly connect the pieces. Here's how the tech stack works behind the scenes. User input is collected in Lovable, passed to Langflow through an API and returned as a structured AI output. To begin, we set up a secure post API call using a bearer token to connect Lovable with Langflow. The payload includes the LinkedIn URL and goal formatted as a chat input for processing. Finally, Langflow sends back scores, a summary and tips, which we present in a clean Lovable UI, which you guys just saw right now.
I know what you're thinking. That looks really cool. How do I get started? Let me walk you through that real quick. Come on.
To get started, you need access to Langflow, and second, you need a valid API key of an LLM provider. So I'll show you step by step both. So you have two options. You can go to langflow.org /desktop, fill this basic form and download Langflow to your local machine. So this is option 1. But let's say you don't want to download anything and you just want to, test it out and see if this is something you want to use or not. Then what you can do is you can go to astra.datastack.com, click on build with Langflow. It will create an instance for you on the web. Given I already have an account, it logs me in directly. For the first time when you are signing up, it will ask you some basic details to complete your sign up process. So once you're logged in, all you do is, from here, click create a new flow, pick a simple agent, and that's pretty much it. This is the basic or base template. Langflow is a very simple, easy to use visual builder. You drag all the components from left and put it on the canvas and create your workflow. I have done a lot of videos in the past. I'll put the link in the description box below. Definitely watch those to get started. Now let me talk about the second thing, which is the API key. So there are multiple model providers. In other words, LLM model providers. There is no restriction. You can pick any one that meets your use case. For this demonstration, I am going to be selecting Grog. So let's quickly select from the drop down Grog. Now let's head over to the official website of Grog, that is console.grog.com. So just to quickly show you, this is the playground. But in order to get our API keys, we need to go to API keys section. From here, we just go ahead and click on create API keys, give it a name, let's say Langflow. And that's about it. Click on create and it will generate your private API key. Ensure you don't share it with anybody or anywhere. Keep it private. This one I'm just using for this demonstration. I'll delete it right away. So this is how you create your API keys. Now, not just with Grog, with any model provider, it's the same process, just few clicks to create your API keys. Then come back to the Langflow workflow and paste your API keys. And now you are good to get started.
This is just a glimpse of what is possible with AI. If this sparked an idea, do not wait. Go and build it. The tools are already here and now you already know how to use Langflow. If you found the video helpful, do give me a like, subscribe, share it with others who might also benefit from it. That would also encourage me to create more similar videos. Until next time, happy building. Bye-bye.